Hey Buffy fans, I'm here to talk about season 4, episode 18, Where the Wild Things Are. Now, originally I sat down and recorded my entire full reactions for both episodes 18 and 19, and my commentary was so long for episode 19, New Moon Rising, that I physically can't post it to TikTok. It was like over 30 minutes. I have to cut it way down. It's a whole situation. So I'm posting this video separately now instead of as a pair. Bear with me here. This one is just about episode 18, Where the Wild Things Are. The next video I post will be about New Moon Rising. Thank you for your patience. I did not realize I was going to go over time like that, but we're working with it. So episode 18, Where the Wild Things Are. Now, before I get into the absolutely bananas plot of this episode, I just want to say that I absolutely love the nostalgic, to me it's nostalgic now, sound of like the television orchestra scores of the early 2000s. It's prevalent in a lot of TV shows of this time period and in the years following. The first thing that comes to my mind, of course, is like the first season of Supernatural. And I love the way that sounds, and it's so prevalent in this episode at the top, and it's just, I noticed it. I was like, oh man, I love the sound of this, and I kind of wish TV still had this, but it's nice because you can go back to these shows and enjoy them for what they are. Just something I wanted to state. Now, a lot of intimacy in this episode, yeah? And I'm going to try to avoid saying certain words that are going to get this video flagged and suppressed, so excuse me for my immature substitutions, but Riley and Buffy really getting right at it, really doing the do immediately after their slaying. And you know what? They deserve it. At first I was like, good for you guys, good for you guys. However, it did in fact spiral completely and totally out of control, which I should know at this point is just par for the course for Buffy. You take something and you go, oh, that's nice, and then 20 minutes later you're like, so we need to take it 10 steps backwards, actually. In fact, just cut the cameras entirely, because this is out of control. Xander being an ice cream truck driver makes sense for him, and I thought the whole scene with him and Anya in the truck was really funny, especially when it panned over to that group of kids who were looking on in horror, because what they were discussing was an adult conversation. You know, Anya and Xander have a slightly bigger role in this episode than they have been having in previous, which was kind of nice for a change, because I do feel like they get extremely backburnered in this season, which is fine and makes sense narratively. But it was like, okay, like Anya even had a much bigger role than I'm used to, you know, like her and Spike commiserating about the demon stuff was a fantastic scene. Like that was really unexpected. That pairing was really unexpected. I was like, okay, like I like what they're doing with this. Side note, I'm looking at my notes right now. Giles looking absolutely scrumptious in these sweaters this season. Like these cardigans, these sweaters they're putting him in, the way they're styling him, I'm all for it. I hope it continues. Something I noticed that I don't know if I just haven't been paying attention or if this was just a sign of the times, but they made a real point of showing Riley grabbing a condom from the dresser or the bedside table while they were having, you know, intimate moments. And I'm wondering if that was like something that the show had to do to like make sure the audience knew that like they're being safe about it. Like it was just kind of out of nowhere. And I mean, thank goodness, given what transpires after that, thank goodness they were using protection, because yikes. Nothing more uncomfortable than watching those guys at the party touch the wall and experience extreme horniness and other things. That was really something. And then it just kept going. And then they just kept having more people touch the wall and watch each other as it was happening. I was like, this is really weird and uncomfortable. What is happening? I knew something was wrong though. Like beyond just Buffy and Riley like not coming to or not coming up for air basically at all. And then of course like the spooky, I thought it was like a haunted wall. I was like, something's going on, horny haunted ghost situation. But then like when Xander started acting out of character and Julie was wilding out on him, and I was like, okay, wait, something is amiss. And of course our girl Tara did a great job at clocking that something was wrong, because she's really good at like reading the vibes of a room, and that has already come in handy multiple times, and I love that she is so useful and like important already. We're gonna get to that later. And then we have Giles singing, and he's really good. It's so annoying, he's really good. And I love the part where Willow admits that she had a crush on him. I was like, you know what, girl, fair. Like if like I you can't even blame her. You can't. No, I get it. The fact that it wasn't like a singular ghost haunting and that it was like pent up adolescent emotion and energy from like this woman punishing this house of children is a wild twist. Like, that was not something I anticipated. It was way more complicated than I would have guessed. Um, I loved the I love the line from Xander, "She who smelt it dealt it." A stupid line, but a funny one nonetheless. Tara, Willow, and Giles like summoning the spirits was great. I loved that, you know, Xander and Anya had to fight sentient vines to save the day. Good for them. I'm glad that they were useful this episode. And I love that they end the episode telling Buffy and Riley about Giles. And they're like, you know what? Good for you, Giles. Good for you.